We have Senator Zach Frazier. Questions for Zach? Go ahead, Greg.
So, Zach, start with not missing spring, but not practicing as much as I'm sure you liked. Frustrating? What was that like for you? Because you haven't missed a lot that I've seen.
Yeah, it was definitely a little hard for me when I was sitting on the sideline, watching them, because I felt like, of course I wanted to be out there, and but it's definitely good to be back now and practicing full speed, so feeling good.
Did it set you back at all, or because you're a veteran, it just
I don't think so. I still had stuff that I could still watch film, and I could still weed out all the stuff that I need to work on, and at the same time you can still do drills on air. It's still not the same, but I don't think it set me back.
What was it like? Because you've been in there pretty much since you got here. What was it like to just take a step back and watch the other kind of first team play? Coach Moore kind of specifically talked about other guys kind of needed to fill your role while you were out.
Yeah, it definitely felt weird. I didn't like it, but definitely a weird feeling just sitting back there, and especially when at that point I was pretty much healthy, I felt like I could have gone, but it wasn't worth the risk.
Did you see guys like, I think he mentioned Doug and I think Brandon specifically stepping up and playing center and kind of taking your leadership role? Well, not taking it, but filling it.
Yeah.
What was it like to watch that from?
Yeah, from the beginning of spring to end, there's definitely they made a big jump and played really well. I think both of them are could play center right now and play it well.
Zach, obviously the quarterback competition's a big focal point this fall. Guys that you've been around, I guess, how have you seen them grow and develop from the end of last season up until this point now?
I've been – Garrett came in with me, and then I've obviously been here since Nico came in, and they've both grown tremendously, and on the field and off the field, just their leadership, I would say, too. And then also you see them on the field every day, and they're both getting better. They're both throwing it well, making good decisions. So I'm looking forward to it.
Zach, I'm sure you're aware of people's NFL projections for you. Now that you're back in school, is there anything individually even that you're looking to work on? That we've asked as the players in the past that maybe have 1 year left or looking at the NFL that, hey, I want to work on this, that maybe the average fan wouldn't be able to decipher?
Yeah, I'm
Because your position doesn't rely on stats as much as others.
I think I'm just doing the same thing I always do, just focusing on what I feel like are my weaknesses and what I can improve on, and really I don't try to think about that too much. I just kind of try to make myself the best that I can be, and then whatever happens, it'll happen. But I'm just kind of focused, one day at a time, kind of.
So you said weaknesses improve on. What would be those things? What do you concentrate on?
I feel like in every part of my game, I'm always working on something to get better. I don't feel like I've ever, I'm ever perfect or anything. I just always have little things that I'm working on.
Is there maybe an advantage in that way? Obviously you've been in there when Garrett and Nico have been in there before, but the offense is going to be a little different this year. They're a little different style quarterbacks than certainly last year. Is having more games with them potentially going to allow you to grow different as a player?
I would say both of our quarterbacks now, they're definitely more mobile, and I'd say that's the biggest thing. I feel like in college football, mobile quarterbacks do generally well, and I think that's going to be fun to watch this year. And it makes it easier on us too, because even if everyone's guarded downfield, they can take off and have a huge gain, or if someone gets beat, they can elude it and go get a gain of 5-10 yards, something like that, instead of taking a sack.
How does it change life for offensive linemen though, with a mobile quarterback? Obviously, you guys, if it was a pocket guy, you knew what was happening. Different now.
Yeah, you just have to be ready for them to take off and then chase them down, and then I would say at the same time, sometimes you don't always know where he's at because he's running around, but yeah, it's not too different until they take off.
Zach, you mentioned that both those quarterbacks are more even keel, more at ease. Have you noticed that, and kind of how does that reflect?
Yeah, yeah, I would say Garrett's probably more of an energy guy, but they're both very calm and cool and collected. So, but I would say Garrett's definitely a little bit more sparky, and Nico's more serious and.
Zach, now that you're, a number of years into your career, what has it meant, to come up the road from Fairmont and play here?
It's really meant everything. Just like you said, growing up in Fairmont, you grow up watching West Virginia coming to games, and it's really what what I've always dreamed of, and it's just been really special so far.
Has there been times, you started right away your first year. Has there been times where you couldn't believe that you were, you said this is what you dreamt of. Have there been times where you've had to pinch yourself or anything?
Yeah. I would say probably when I found out I was starting for the first time, that was probably, one of the coolest moments because, you work so hard and then it finally came true and, you just finally realized that you're going to start the game. That was probably the coolest moment I've had.
Zach, talking to Garrett earlier, it sounded like during the spring you might have worked on your golf game some?
Yeah, we like to golf.
Tell me a little bit about your golfing history. You are not. I don't think they make golf clothes in your size.
Oh, well, I have to have extended clubs a little bit, bigger grips, and but yeah, I try to swing smooth. I don't try to kill it, so I try to swing easy. But yeah, we play a lot whenever we can.
It's a totally different game than football, and about the only thing I can think of that's alike is that an out of bounds hit is bad, both.
Yeah.
What is the attraction to you?
I think it all started really in COVID when we really didn't have anything to do, and that was one of the only things, you could be outside and, away. So I think we started golfing a lot during COVID, and then ever since then it's just been a good, relaxing thing to do and get away for a little bit. So it's just a little bit of a get away from me. What's that?
Who taught you?
Well, I played baseball, but that doesn't really help on the golf course. And so just probably YouTube videos. So
What's the best club in your bag?
probably my wedges. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. I like chipping and stuff like that.
So get you to 100 yards?
Yeah.
Yeah. How's your putting?
It's good right now, actually. I don't know. It's normally not, but yeah. Probably. We're normally pretty close.
Best player on the team and best lineman on the team in golfing.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Garrett said it was very surprising to see you around the green, though, your touches. You don't think of a guy as big as you are that spends your life throwing people around, having a delicate touch. Yet he said you kind of that's the best part of your game.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Well, you got to handle football,
nice
right?
comment.
So
Yeah.
You got to have some soft hands to snap the ball, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's some touch here.
Yep.
The other thing is how far do you hit it?
Like a driver.
Yeah.
I've hit some really far, and then I would say, but on average, I probably hit it like 250 or something. I don't try to kill it, but I've hit some over 300 for sure. But
Maybe watching some of the pro golfers who aren't that big.
Oh, yeah.
Hitting 330.
yeah, there's some guys that are way smaller than me that I'm friends with that can crush a ball. So
And the other thing was, tell me a little bit about the wedding this summer.
yeah, I got married in May, and it was a lot of fun, and we had a good time. So.
How many guys on the O-line are married now? You, Nestor?
And the Yates. Three of
Yates?
us. Yep.
Three of you?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
You didn't think you were going to be asking questions about your golf game and the wedding?
No.
You weren't prepared for that?
No.
How does being married change your life day to day now? The wedding's over, the party's done. Now you're What's it like?
Yeah, everyone always asks me like how different is it being married. I think it's pretty much the same. I don't think it's too different, but yeah, I definitely got a good one though. Yeah.
I got in here late. I'm sure you've been asked this before, but when you found out that you were going to be picked last in your league, what was your reaction, and was it? Did you guys talk about it amongst yourselves a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, when you get picked last, that's pretty much like a slap in the face, and but like it's good too because it fires you up, and obviously when we all saw it, we weren't happy with it, but it's definitely good motivation, and we're looking forward to trying to prove everyone wrong and just getting after it this season.
Does that keep in the back of your mind? Do you guys keep that in the back of your mind?
Like daily, probably not.
Yeah.
Not like constantly, but yeah, it's always in the back of my mind. But yeah.
In your opinion, as far as the team, what's better about it than maybe last year or last spring, in your mind?
I would say we just have a really good group of people, and I really like everyone on this team, and I'd say we're really together right now, and I just really like this group that we have.
Zach, I'm pretty sure you can answer this. You've seen a lot of nose guards and like different types of bodies and play in practice, right?
Yeah.
From your teammates.
Yeah.
How has that kind of evolved and changed when across from you, I guess, through the years?
Like through the years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what they're doing on defense.
Yeah. So obviously it's like it has to do with every person's a little different. Like going off of like our team now, like Eddie V is very good with his hands and he's quick. So I have to set a little different to him than like Mike Lockhart or Hammett or Fatorma. They're more bigger guys, more bull rush guys. So you just set them a little different. But I would say the difference is just the bull rush guys versus the guys that are a little quicker and better with their hands.
The defensive coordinator, he can only play the guys he has. So
What's that?
the defensive coordinator can only play the guys he has.
Right.
Some of these guys are new, or maybe they're better.
Right.
Was the style of play different? Like, were they, I don't know, in gaps more instead of bull rush? Was it like quicker instead of power in the past?
Are you talking about like this year to like?
Yeah, a year before, 2 years ago. In your time as center, what have you seen from the defense here at that spot?
Like overall, it's normally been a lot of movement, like a lot of nose crossing face and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just I don't know. It's not.
You're pretty strong, but Jordan said that like the power from those nose guards is probably different and better than it has been the past couple of years.
Oh, for sure.
Okay. Oh, you agree with that? Okay.
Yeah.
How does someone like you notice that? Because I imagine you're not going to be easy to move, right?
Yeah, like I can still feel like the guys I'm going. Like I've gone against them before, and like last year I went against most of our nose guards, and you can just feel the strength of them, and you can feel them. Like even from the last 3 days, I can feel that they've gotten stronger and they're getting better, which is good.
What was the strongest one, toughest one there?
He's very strong. He's very strong. Yeah, they're all pretty similar.
Has the approach opponents have taken to you changed over the years?
Can you say it
Has
again?
the approach that opponents' defenses towards you changed over the years? Do they do different things now than they did earlier?
I'm not quite sure if they change, but I definitely scout them and know who I'm going against and try to figure out like what's their game and what they're good at.
Anything to be the lone All Big 12 preseason pick?
It was definitely a good honor, but I don't get too caught up in like the preseason stuff just because what matters is at the end of the year, and I think that we definitely have some guys that will be there at the end of the year too with me. So, hopefully, but the goal is the end of the season, and I think we have plenty of those caliber guys on our team.
Is there a big difference for you? I know in spring Doug jumped out to tackle and Chikway moved in. Is that a big difference for you who's playing next to you?
I'm pretty comfortable with because even like Yates, he's played plenty of guard, and Hubbard has too, and we all feel comfortable together. We all have the same communication, and really anyone can jump in there and know, and we can communicate and know what each other's thinking pretty well.
How much does it help that, I mean, basically the whole line has been together going on almost 3 years now?
Yeah, that's everything really, because we all know the offense very well and know how to communicate with each other.
Okay, anything else for Zach? Okay, thank
Thank-
you very much.
Yep, thank you all.